What's going on, fellas? It's Frankie Knuckles with another episode for you. Just want to cover a couple things, more of a rant, but before I get into that, I wanted to remind you fellas, see this bad boy? This one happens to be mine. This is the new Phantom 2 DJI modified transmitter with the little wheel up here and LiPo battery and the stick that locks. Great little addition to your Phantom Vision. I would suggest going out and purchasing it, but I would also suggest why purchase it when you can get it for free. All you got to do is simply sign up, subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up and let me know if you like my videos. See this box? That one over there, this baby is mine. This one could be yours. Brand spanking new, all packaged, ready to go. December 12th, we're going to be giving this away to one random subscriber of my channel. Again, to be entered, you just got to subscribe and, give me a like. Next project, this bad boy. This will be another video. I'm going to do a little quick toot on it. Obviously, she took a shitter and camera got all smashed up. So I'm going to do a video on how to fix a broken camera. Got my replaceable here. I think it cost me about 600. It was about 710 bucks. This is my second Phantom. My first one's in good working condition, so I wanted to get this up and running as a secondary. So stay tuned. Again, subscribe to my channel, and one of the next coming videos will cover how to replace the camera gimbal unit. Alright, so DJI had their big Inspire moment. They released the Vision Phantom, or whatever they're calling it, the Inspire 1. I briefly looked over the reviews of it, and obviously I have some knowledge with the Phantom 2, and just kind of want to give you my thoughts and see what your thoughts were about it. Price point is about $3,000, and honestly I think that's a little high for what you're getting out of it versus a Phantom 2. The camera I'm not nuts about. It's a 12 megapixel, 4K, something like that. It's great, but they're still lacking in the photography part of it. The 12 megapixels isn't, the Phantom 2 is a 14, so that's great and all, but video, sure, it's a little bit better video than Phantom 2, but I don't always do video. Sometimes I do photography, and it sure would be nice to have a little bit of a higher megapixel, for that purpose. The 3D camera, the rolling camera, the gimbal, that 360-degree turn, sure, that's a nice feature as well. I think it could be useful, especially I was a little impressed with the follow me feature when you lock onto an object and spin around, but when I watched the introduction video tonight that DJI displayed on YouTube channel live, watching that wasn't so impressive. I didn't find it was that stable. It was, it was doing this while, jerky while it was going around the object. It wasn't a smooth, detection. So, that so-so. But yeah, it definitely could help. I like the idea of the double remotes. That's nice. When you got two users, and you want to do something professional. I think overall this camera is really, this quad drone is really more commercial based than it would be for, your everyday flyers. I can't see spending $3 grand and going to a park with something like this and just flying around. I mean, to me, it's, no, money's not an object. I own 3 Phantoms. I can easily buy that. But I just don't think it's worth the value for it. And, you know, the design, not nuts about the design. It, you know, it looked a little rocky in the show, you know, in the preview that they had tonight. It almost looked a little bit unstable. You know, that makes me, you know, wonder a little bit how well was the quality of it. Things where I think they missed the mark, that, you know, I don't think they listened clear enough to the users or people like us. You know, things I would have liked to see is, I was hoping to see the Inspire be more residential based, like an upgraded Phantom. This one, I get it, they tried to put in between the Phantom and their high-end commercial grade drones, you know, the 8-blade drones and whatnot, so they tried to drop this in the middle there. I would have rather them, you know, I think the market's bigger for the residential people than it is commercial. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know the statistics, but my feeling is you could sell a hell of a lot more to everybody than you could sell just a few to the, you know, Warner Brothers and whatnots. So I wasn't too crazy about that. But where I think they missed the mark, and I was hoping to see, is this become a residential quad, an upgrade. So let's call it the Phantom 3, supposedly. I was hoping to see something mentioned about the satellite issues. You know, maybe better technology so I don't have to burn out a fucking half a battery waiting to get 7 locked satellites. That would have been a beautiful thing. I was hoping they would have, you know, if you look here on the device, here, let me pull it up. Here's where, I'm not sure you can see it, might have to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So you got the camera here. This is your 360. I like that. That's nicey nice. Could have been a better camera, I think. You know, I do like the module part of it. I know they're going to probably come out with some nicer cameras that could be swapped out. You know, plug and play, so to speak. Here's where you're going to load your battery. Here's where I would have liked to have seen them, because truth be told, when you look at the, you know, the comparisons of the Phantom 2 versus the Inspire, what are you really getting for it for $3 grand? The battery is still 25 minutes. It's pretty much the same smart battery LiPo that slides in at the top. You know, the camera isn't that big of an upgrade to go, oh my god, I gotta have it. The design is kind of shitty. I mean, I'm not nuts about it. I get it with the folding up arms so you can do the 360. You know, but that's fine, but I would have rather him just left the legs down and let me control the 360 then by simply turning the sticks, you know. You know, but whatever. You know, some people they'll have their indifferences. Look, this is just my opinion. You know, again, I'm still doing my own reviews of this as well. You know, and I'm learning a lot more. But I just figured I'd put this out here just to see what you guys, you know, what you think. What I was hoping to see is another slot for another battery. You know, clearly 20-25 minutes isn't bad. But why wouldn't they have added another slot so we can load up 2 batteries? You get 2 batteries, now you're getting 40 to 50 minutes of flight time. Beautiful. That would have been nice. The 12-inch props versus the 9 in the Phantom 2, you know, sure, there's more power there. The motors, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident are their new motors, you know, that they just came out with for the modified Phantom 2. You know, The redundancy I also would have liked to have seen as well. There's no redundancy in this. You know, it's still 4 propellers. I would have liked to have seen maybe 6. You know, at a cost that's affordable for everyone. That way, if you have one point of failure, in this case, one of these props goes, whether they fault and snap, the motor dies, bad motor, defective, whatever it might be, you're screwed. You could kiss your $3 in the tube. So I would have loved to have seen some redundancy there. Maybe 6 props and a system designed that if one prop fails or one motor fails, that the other 5 detect this and they pick up and it start to alert you, but at the same time the other 5 motors pick up and allow you to control it to bring it down safely. That would have been a nice feature, and like I said as well, the nice feature I would have liked to see with this too would have been better satellite. You know, satellites are brutal right now. You know, lately it's been getting rougher and rougher. I've tried the mods, you know, with the tinfoil paper, and truthfully that doesn't help. So I wanted to put this out there and just kind of see what you guys think. Let me zoom out a little. And I want to just get your opinions on it. And, you know, chat about it. I mean, do you think personally, I mean, sure, they put a lot of features in as well with the software. You know, they give you an app, you know, an SDK, you know, supposedly you can write your own scripts or programs or integrate this into whatever projects, maps, 3D maps, and so on. That's all nice and good. You know, if that's something you might need. I don't see myself needing that. But I don't know. I'm not nuts over this whole idea. You know, I don't think it's just worth $3, and that was my rant. And I think a lot of other people might be disappointed at that price range or that price point. And sure, it's a new product, and I'm sure it's going to come down. But it's